Okay. In the 2K Sports, we have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With David Alden and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season. Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness. To the paint. And the dunk by Bamba. Tonight, a battle of up-and-comers. It'll take a lot of energy, Steve, but also some mistakes.
Yeah, turnovers for young guys. That's usually what turns the game around. And you can see the lack of experience. They missed their defensive rotations, and then when the game gets tight, they started to force shots. And it's fun to watch these kids grow up. But if I think if you're a coaching staff, you're trying to speed up their experience because it's probably not fun to coach when they're youngsters.
It's stolen by Green. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Tremendous anticipation by Draymond. He caused a turnover and got them out in transition.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Now, here's Fox. Evans outside. They get it again. Here's ABC. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here is Harden, following the score by Mohamed Bamba.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now, here's Fox. Here's ABC. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
They have plenty of ball handlers and athletes on this Heat's roster. Despite that, they play at a slow pace. That's just the team's MO.
Now, offensively, the Heat don't run, but they're not shy about gunning.
They don't run, but they shoot a lot of three-pointers. You need that shot to compete in today's game.
Shot clock at 6. Harden's shot is off.
Yeah, another missed opportunity.
Free fly.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Miami no good on that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Swiped it away. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Back to Fox. From the arc.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots. You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Chalk up two there. ABC's got his second basket of the night. To the inside. Kicks it out to Harden. And it doesn't even draw iron.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. A pass to Fox. Releases. And that's in. Nice feet on the play. And that's now 7 points for ABC.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Harden. Trying to get something going. Count that bucket.
And I'm glad he made that one because it was starting to get embarrassing. And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Now here's Winslow. Pass to Green. In the corner, Harden. Here's Harden on the wing. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. Here's ABC. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning. But this time, he just flat out got it.
Knocks it loose. Fox with the steal. 6-second difference between shot and game clock.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
And here's Evans outside. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. From deep, Harden. With 1 on the clock. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there nicely.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat leading by 8. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. Against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And Steve, the way JaMychal Green got here, a terrific story.
Went undrafted, Kevin, did the G League thing, bounced around, but then he started to put it all together. Now he's a guy you can count on to give you good minutes.
Here's Captain Clutch. Back to Green. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. Pelicans trailed by 10. Green with the block.
And the rim protection from JaMychal. Another thing he brings to the table.
And the jam by Harden.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's McGee. Back to Bullock. For the three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And so Lynn will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's blocked. But they get it back. Here's Harden. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Out to the right wing. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Pass to Bullock. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. So many different approaches, Steve, on offense. Some guys force the issue, but Steve, who are some guys that really practice patience?
I think LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant. I think Klay Thompson. Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard to somewhat of a degree. Chris Paul. There's so many guys. I love the way they can just let the play develop or let the game develop. And then they can take over. But those are some of the names. I think they play with a lot of patience. And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
They get it back. Here's Captain Clutch. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Quick off the floor. These offensive rebounds. Green 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them. Fantastic 2018 campaign for the Pelicans. 48 wins, made it to the conference semifinals as the 6th seed in the West. Not bad.
And Steve, the highlight of last season for the Pelicans, a surprise sweep of the Portland Trail Blazers.
You know, few picked the Pelicans to win that first-round matchup, but nobody picked them to sweep. A lot to like and to build off for this team coming off last season.
Looking to get back on track here. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Latrey bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Lynn. Now, here is Harden. That shot, no good.
His lack of consistency with the shot tonight has held them back.
Bullock, good.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Pass to Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Down low. Robertson. And the dunk by Robertson.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Lynn looking it over. Harden right side. Here's the machine. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. That one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Evans.
Last season, the Heat, they were a 6th seed in the East. They had a first-round exit, fell to the Sixers in 5. Just didn't have enough firepower offensively.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, the Heat, by average margin of victory, actually had a better team in 2017 when they narrowly missed the playoffs.
The reason why they made a furious run down the stretch showed how good this team can be when they're firing on all cylinders. He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
From past the arc, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Evans. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Harden. Here's Winslow. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Didn't really have a clear opening in there, but Winslow, an unstoppable force.
Inside. It's tipped. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The shot by Evans, nobody around. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Gotta appreciate the aggressiveness of Evans. Excellent at shooting as soon as he gets the pass.
The Pelicans have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. The first one falls.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And he can't hit the second.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Here's Fox. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends. And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Pass to Harden. Shoots over Fox. And here's Winslow. Now Harden, covered by Evans. Just 5 on the clock. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 20 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Evans outside. Now here's Stevenson. Three-pointer. And the dunk by Bamba.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Again, the miss by Harden. The Heat leading by 3. And Fox has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And it's 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Offensive rebound. Winslow wide open. He fires. Connects from 3-point range.
His jump shot not fluid from deep yet, but Winslow nails that one.
Here's Fox. Collins grabs the miss.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack. You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
On deep, Evans. Good on the triple. Evans has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Unselfish basketball. Winslow, a more than willing setup man.
Harden surveying the D. It's deflected. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And the continued development of Tyreke Evans, more efficient now as a scorer. And we know he can fill up the rest of the stat sheet.
The Heat leading by 4. And thinking about Evans, how truly productive he is when he's healthy.
He still has the ability to take over a game, especially when the jump shot is falling. He loves the bright lights, and he loves a challenge. You love to see him playing on...
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's the machine. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For New Orleans, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. No good on the free throw. You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it will become the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something. Now a timeout called by Miami. You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve, it's a very free-flowing system.
Yes, this team loves to make the extra pass to get an open look. They were 3rd in the league last season in team assists per game. The back cuts they make and the willingness to share the ball are what teams strive for on the offensive end.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Bullock. No good in that time either. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go. Harden's shot is good.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Pass to Bullock. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. And the Heat call time here. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
New Orleans in the lead. Outside, Lynn. Back to Harden. Shoots over Fox. Harden, no good. Here's Miami now. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. It's Evans on the wing. Off target from outside. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Harden inside the three-point line. And he hits the jump shot. Harden's got 26 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To stop the run, Green, no luck.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Harden. Wing Harden. Shoots over Bamba. Harden right side. Over Bamba. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
To the middle. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
From deep, Evans. A pass to Fox. Lets the 3 fly. And Tyreek Evans, good for 3. Evans has got 10 points.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Heat lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Harden. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. The Pelicans trail.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
From about 16, it's hauled in by the Heat. To the left side wing. To the middle. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Here's the machine. Gets it to go from 8 feet. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Green left side. They get it back. Tipped away. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. knocked away. So it's Miami now. Stolen by Harden. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's the machine. McGee with the block.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Miami. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
There's Winslow. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Winslow's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pelicans.
With Winslow, physical play doesn't necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. From deep, Evans. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
The first free throw is good.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Winslow with it. There's the steal. It's Evans on the wing. Misses the easy stuff. Again, New Orleans turns it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And the dunk by Winslow.
Locked and loaded. Winslow with the steady hand as this game heats up.
Outside, Green. Again, the miss by the Heat. New Orleans in the lead. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That can happen when the energy gets turned up, the stakes gets raised, bad miscue.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Green. Pass to Stevenson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Offensive rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 1.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Stevenson. Count it. And brings them to within just 1. Bamba with it to take the lead. Here's ABC. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And the Heat call time here. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here is Fox. Lets it go with the 3. Can't knock in the 3. Harden left side. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage